It's the mom life.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Living in the Moment with B.
And Steph, hi friend, happy Monday.
Happy Monday! And I was actually super excited because I saw your video of Maddie's meal. And you know what? 21 months. I can't
Oh,
believe
her
she's
eat
almost
in a
going to be.
day. I know, my big girl. It's crazy.
I was like, dang, she eats so good. She eats such a variety of things. And I actually thought it was super clever that you give it to her in courses so that she eats what's in front of her because you're absolutely right. I give everything to JJ and he just picks out what he wants.
Yeah, I feel like that's my number one mom hack I've gathered so far is to give her things in courses, specifically what I want her to eat the most first. Because, yeah, if not, she eats berries at most meals or at least twice a day. And so if I were to give her everything at once, that's all she would eat. Or like I'll give her a cookie at lunch, she'd just eat the cookie and leave the rest of the food. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not going to work, girlfriend.
Yeah,
We got to figure something out here.
she is a princess to a T, having three-course meals. Like,
Right.
I love it. But it does, I'm like, dang, she eats better than JJ. But I feel like at that age, it like took me back, and JJ used to eat everything. And then once he hit two or a little over two, he started becoming picky. Like, I don't want that anymore. He used
And
to love
granted, I
beans.
need I need to like show the after because I just did like what I served her, but she doesn't finish, the whole thing. But he doesn't even like beans anymore, that dude.
No, remember he
Oh my
loved beans, and now
gosh,
he's like,
yeah.
get this away from me now. I'm like,
That's
okay.
crazy. I mean, Maddie has gone through a few stages already where she gets sick of something. So like we nixed eggs for a long time and then now we're back on the egg rotation for breakfast, but because I don't know, I'm a creature of habit, so we kind of eat the same things all the time, but yeah, we at least have to rotate it out. She still likes beans though, thankfully, because that makes up one of her main dinner foods.
Yeah, no, it's so healthy. And even eggs. I remember when you're like, she doesn't eat eggs. I almost fell out of my chair. I'm like, what? Eggs are so
Yeah.
important and they just have so much nutrients. So I'm glad that she's back on there. JJ is now on his I don't want any egg unless it's mixed with like bacon or chorizo
Mm,
or just some kind of meat. He won't eat it plain. Um
yeah. He's
and then
already a little man. He needs meat.
bossing me around. Yeah.
That's my
Oh,
husband. It's not a meal if there's no meat. Okay.
oh, my husband too. And he gets, and then Julian loves veggies. Like he is a gardener. You guys see, I post videos of like my vegetable garden. But Julian, if I put two carbs, like it has to be meat, a carb, and a veggie. If I put two carbs, oh, how do you people eat like this? And he's
Oh
like,
gosh, spare me.
yeah, seriously. I'm like, I'll eat carbs all day, baby. Don't
Yeah,
even, yeah.
seriously, the drama. Anywho, today we are talking about planning parties and specifically people hijacking your parties.
Yeah. Whose party is it anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah, I I am going through a little bit of a well, I'll explain at a later time. But we are in a season and we are back to planning things. And, it just reminded me because I was making plans about something and someone started trying to take over my plans. And I'm like, oh, here we are, the uninvited planner. I feel like they always come around. And yeah, I feel like, and I'm not talking about people like that genuinely want to help or people that, from the goodness of their heart and they really just want to support your plans and your ideas. I am talking about the overbearing bulldozers that want to come in and push you to the side like, no, ma'am, no, 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 I'm going to need you to like back off. And so, yeah, my favorite word no is coming back into play in my life.
Yeah. I was thinking about it and I'm like, has anyone ever done that to me? Like taken over something that I was planning? And I can't think of a specific time. So either A, I just people pleased my way through it and let them, or B, my family is scared of me. I don't know.
I think
Which
B.
is funny because it's like a little bit of both. But I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of a time. But I do think part of it is a little bit of A too, because I know that, like, when was the last party we planned?
Your
Maddie's
baby shower.
birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or Maddie's birthday. Like, they offered ideas and suggestions, and Actually, we ended up switching the cake because of something someone else found that was actually a lot better. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think I just take everyone's. I think everyone has offered it to me in the form of like a suggestion, as opposed to trying to take over the whole party.
Yeah, and I think it's very situational because in your case, you are like the queen. Well, your mom's a queen. So you're like the princess of the group, and everyone, they just cheer you on, I feel, because you have brothers and your grandparents are both very, on every side they're very close to you. So I feel like you're just very cherished, and they're like, okay, whatever Stephanie wants to do. And I,
Yeah, that's
I
kind of how it's been.
yeah,
Meaning the scared of me part. It's not on purpose. I don't try to be like crazy. I don't know.
you're like Angelica from the Rugrats. I'm
Oh
just kidding.
gosh, yeah. My dad used to call me Baruka from Willy Wonka.
Oh, the one that I want it
I
now.
want it now. Yeah. Sometimes that still comes up.
That's well, at least you know your boundaries. Like they know not to cross your boundaries. You're good
Right.
at the no. And I feel like with me, I can be a people pleaser, and I love involving people in stuff. I also love throwing parties and decorating. Like I just love being creative in as many spaces as I can be. If it's someone else's party, I'm all about being the number one bee helper. I will contribute to the honey pot. And then if it's my party, you best believe I already have every single detail down in my brain because that's just how my brain works. But
Yeah.
I have a lot of criticizers, like whether it's Julian's family or my family, like there's always something negative about something that I'm doing. And I'm like, you guys aren't better than me. You're just not better at me than planning. So back off. Like
Oh,
it,
nobody's better than you at planning. And what was the last party you planned? Was it JJ's first birthday? Like a big event that you planned?
yes, because his second, it was Thanksgiving, and we just celebrated on Thanksgiving with family, which is really nice. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was his birthday, and we were criticized. It also happened to snow, and yeah, that was a show within itself. And so, and even the baby shower, we had a lot of criticism about the theme. And so now we're back into planning for something special that's come up, and we are getting family members jumping in and saying, why don't you move it to over here, and why don't you change the date, and why don't you do it this way? And it's like, no, no,
Oh,
no.
that part gets really hard. The dates, the time, the place. Like, you're never going to please everybody. I think everybody can relate to that. That's always going to be an issue one way or another.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm okay with just doing the celebrate, like doing an intimate celebration for this cause. And it's like, no. And you know what, they even hijacked my wedding. I wanted to elope and everyone got
Oh,
involved,
yes, I do remember that.
and
Yeah.
they're like, no. So I'm like, maybe I'm a pushover. Like maybe people just feel the need, or maybe because I'm semi nice, I don't know. I feel like I need to growl and like stick out my claws more so people just, yeah, I want to be Baruka. Like I don't want people to
Yeah.
mess with me.
I mean, that was a major takeover at the wedding. Like, that was a
Oh, that broke my
complete
heart. Yeah.
180 of what you had initially planned to what happened. So, yeah, nothing like that has ever happened to me. So, I feel like, yeah, your family probably on both sides is like maybe just,
Controlling.
yeah, a little more pushy
Like
in the
very
nice in the nicest
Mexican.
way. Not yeah,
Just
just
culturally
yeah.
very controlling. Like everyone has thoughts, everyone is loud, everyone is passionate. And
Yeah.
this time around, though, I got my boxing gloves. I'm like, I don't care if you come, I don't care if you show up,
That's
I'm gonna
good.
do it my
Yeah.
way. Like
Do
I,
what you want to do.
as long as JJ's there, I don't care.
Yeah. The number one guest, he's first on the list.
Yeah. So anyways, I like brought it up with Steph, and I'm like, I need to talk about it because I've been a little spicy lately. I've also been extremely exhausted, y'all. I am going back into the office, and today I woke up. I fell asleep on my desk, and I woke up and didn't realize where I was. And it was
Oh my
only,
god.
I know, I was like,
You
it
were
was
in a
only
deep sleep.
deep, deep. I'm like, oh my
We
God,
hit
I
the
hope.
REM cycle, people.
But I said,
Crack myself up.
I just took an early break, right? So it's okay. No big deal. Just keep going.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I
cool.
mean, it's fine. Um, yeah, no. I mean, when you're tired, like you are, I feel like more likely to just want things done and your way. So like, this life change of like having to go back at the office, that's like, changing your circadian rhythm a little bit, like what you had going before where you just stayed home and now you have to get up and get ready and stuff. Like, so that probably is contributing to you just
Being
needing things done
agitated.
your way. Well, needing things done your way because you don't have like additional emotional and like mental capacity to take into like consideration everyone else's thoughts and feelings and like everything else about a party, like a day.
Yeah, and granted, I'm not mean or gross or rude. I'm very polite. Like, no, we're gonna do it this day, and that's that. But I
Yeah.
think obviously I'm raging because I'm like, I have to do a pot on this.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's so funny when you said that JJ is like the number one important guest, and as long as he's there, it reminded me. So we have the fights at our house pretty often. My husband's huge into boxing, UFC, all that stuff, and so he always like sends a text to our family group chat, which is like the four of us that live in this house. There's five of us, but Maddie obviously, doesn't
She
have a
don't have a
phone.
phone.
So yeah, so the four of us, and he's always like, party at 6 p.m.
Oh.
And then he'll like walk around the house and he'll be like, the only one that's RSVP'd is Gunner. Maddie's a maybe. Like, who's coming to my party? I think it's so hilarious.
And she shows up. She shows up and
Yeah,
she makes
she
a party.
yeah, she shows up. She usually leaves early though because she gets tired, but it's past her
She's like,
bedtime.
this is lame, dad.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
How
it's so
cute.
funny.
But it's true.
Um,
I think once you become a mom, you're like, I don't care. I think you care the first year because the first birthday is very important and you want to see who's supportive, as is the baby shower. But after a while, as long as your kid's having fun, like nothing else can really ruffle your feathers.
yeah, true. So, when is this party that you're throwing?
4th of July, and it's going to be very
Oh,
intimate. Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm super excited, and even like we were suggested like to have it moved, but then I feel like that like also blows our budget on what we have going on. We just have so much going on right now that a little budget is nice just because it's a little bit of
Yeah.
control, and I normally don't budget. But I'm trying to be good. I am trying to get ahead in many ways so that this year is grand
I
for
mean,
us
you
and next
have
year is grand.
to. Yeah, because they can really get out of control. Like, the parties are expensive. Even when what did we have recently that was like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is turning into another birthday party. Oh, our Valentine's party that we had.
Yeah, you guys
Like,
had a
that
lot
stuff
of
can
food.
get expensive. We had a lot of food and we bought like little gifts and we get drinks and that stuff adds up. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a little mini birthday party. So you
No,
have to like
seriously.
take control of a budget and of your day, especially if you're the one planning it. Like, sometimes bigger events can have like multiple planners. Like my baby shower, it was me, my grandma's, my mom, my aunt. Like, we all did
Contributed.
it together and yeah, contributed, actually mostly them. But like, anyway, my point is like when there's multiple people helping for something like that, then that's one thing. But when it's a party that you're throwing at your house for a specific thing on a specific day, like, you don't need
Well,
everyone else's opinions.
and there's a huge difference between being being a contributor and being a controller. I think people
Yeah.
and ideas are great. Like I love brainstorming, and sometimes people do throw ideas and I'm like, oh, actually that does sound better, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case may be. But if I mean, I feel like don't go crazy either. Like anytime I suggest anything to someone, I'm not trying to blow their pockets up or throw their budget out. I feel like we just need to be more considerate on putting pressure on moving the party or changing the dates, because dates are so
Or how
hard.
many
Like
people you invite, and like,
how
and
many you have to
good thing at
feed
this,
and
well, yeah, but at this point it's 2 weeks away, so there's not much
yeah.
you can change at this point. I feel like
I'm
you have it
like,
planned and it is what it is.
yeah, I'm like, no, I already bought shirts. I already bought
Oh,
It's so lame, right?
Yeah,
But
it's
I'm saying
set. It's
I
done.
already, yes.
There's a date on it. Yeah, it's happening.
There's family shirts happening. Like
Cute.
it's
Cute.
extra lame and I love it. I am
No, that's
so for
fun.
it. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, I also I just feel like there comes, I think as moms, there's a lot of mom guilt with people pleasing, and hopefully you guys are like me and that goes out the window after the first year and you just don't care.
Yeah, definitely. Well, as always, guys, if you have any thoughts on, any of this, if any of your parties have been hijacked, please tell us below. We'd love to hear about it. And you can continue to check in on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We've actually been getting good downloads on Apple Podcasts. So thank you guys for listening there specifically. But anywhere works.
Yeah, and if you guys have a specific topic you want us to rant about, this is a very short one because we are very busy right now.
Just a
But
quick little rant.
a quick, yeah, I needed to rant. I'm like, let's just get on, girl, and record this because I need to
Yeah.
rant. But if y'all have anything specific you want us to talk about, we've been through so much. Our babies, her toddler will be 2, mine will be 3, and we are first time moms, but we have learned so much. We have a plethora of knowledge regarding these toddlers and life and being a mom in
Or
your
opinions
30s.
anyway. We have opinions on all of it. You
Yes.
will always catch us sharing our opinions, whether they're factually correct or not. That's me anyway.
Yes, and I'm hoping that I am able to share a bunch of things coming up this year with you guys. Right now, we are keeping a lot to ourselves, but many celebrations to come, many projects to come. I've been saying that, but then May, just graduations took over May. So that was like a month that was muted, but we are getting back to project season and other kind of celebrations. And so hopefully we can share with that. We can share that with y'all soon.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Living in the moment, it's the mom life.